So, in following up on what I was talking about yesterday with the tech involving changing the special inputs during the buffer window, so the way that applies to Falke is that you can constantly poke with a, say, medium kick into Kugel, and if you're at close range, you can do heavy punch into Kugel, so long as you're not so far away that the Kugel will whiff, like so. But if you're walking forwards and checking the opponent with standing hard punch, which is often more rewarding than walking forward and checking them with like a light attack, you don't have to. So I've said previously that it's okay to always cancel medium kick into the Kugel because it's much more difficult to react to it actually hitting, and if you're canceling the medium kick at a later active frame, it won't actually combo cleanly. They'll be able to block if you're not canceling it immediately. Like so. However, you can instead do standing medium kick into Kugel. Just immediately release the punch button as soon as you do the medium kick. And if you see during that time period, but before she actually cancels into the Kugel, that you're about to hit the opponent's limb, if they're sticking something out that your medium kick is definitely going to hit, you can override your Kugel input by then pressing the 3 kicks input and then come out with that special move instead. Which means that you don't have to just leave it at heavy punch if you're trying to fish for a hit confirm. You can do heavy punch if you're at closer range, such that the Kugel won't just whiff. If you're close range and checking the opponent while walking forwards with a heavy punch to try and beat out something that they're going to be pressing or poking with due to the good hitbox or hurtbox that standing heavy punch has, you can create more space and do chip damage on block by canceling into the Kugel, but you can release the Kugel every single time, and then, but if you get the hit, you can recognize that you've gotten the hit and then cancel the special input that you're going for into the catapult by overriding the Kugel input or the punch release with the 3 kicks button. When you're doing it in cancel situations like this, so if you do it just in buffer situations, like if you do a crouching medium kick into releasing the punch button early such that the buffer window will take it as an input for the Kugel, you can override it with other stuff, like a throw or a V-skill. But in this situation, if you do medium kick into Kugel, I tried to press V-skill there, or V-trigger activation, but it didn't come out, even though you can cancel into those things. When you're canceling from normals during the buffer window, the only thing that you'll be able to override special inputs with are other special inputs. And only EX ones at that, it seems. Because I can't... If I release the punch button and then immediately hit 2 kicks, it just comes out with the Kugel. But if I hit 3 kicks, it'll actually switch the input to the EX catapult. Same with the Schneide. I can cancel it into the EX Schneide, so it'll come out with that instead. But I can't do regular Schneide. So, take with that what you will. That means that you just know, basically, that with medium kick, you can always cancel it into the Kugel, and if you see that you're about to get the hit, you can hit EX Catapult instead. And there's no physical way to do this so late, to react too late for the EX Catapult to combo. Because it's not... You can't do it off of the latest active frame and then get situations like this, where you hit with the medium kick, but then he's able to block the EX Catapult. If you're doing this, where you're doing the Kugel, it's automatically taking the Kugel is automatically acting on the very first cancel frame available, which means that in order to override it, you have to override it before the very first cancel frame available. So if you see that you're about to hit with it, you can just hit the 3 kicks button. If you're too late, it's no problem. You're not going to accidentally do the move on block or anything. She's just going to do the Kugel, and you're going to get the damage for that instead. But if you are fast enough, it'll override the Kugel, and you'll be able to get a full combo instead. So that's a very beneficial thing to do for medium kick. I wouldn't recommend doing it every single time for hard punch, because it is really useful if the opponent is blocking to check them with, because it is -3, the standing hard punch. So it is useful to do that into the Kugel just to create a little more space and do some chip damage and build some meter, which will be beneficial in the long run. But it means that, and then if you see that you're about to get the hit, or you just hit confirm it, you can cancel the Kugel input into the catapult button instead. Only EX catapult, remember? You can only override special inputs with EX special inputs. But the only problem with that is that you have less time to react to get the EX catapults, because if you just did standing hard punch alone, you could cancel it at any of the cancel frames available, even after the first one, and you would be able to get this. So if you're really looking to hit confirm standing hard punch into a big combo, just do standing hard punch. But if you're looking to just poke and whatever, and then you see that you're about to get the hit with standing hard punch, you can just as easily release the Kugel, and then if you see that you're about to get the hit, you can change it to an EX catapult. So that's the tech. The option select, or the reactionary option select, you can set yourself up to do both special moves, depending on the situation, and make it so that you can't possibly do medium kick into EX catapult too late for it to combo cleanly. Yeah, so that's pretty good.